Hi, this is Meli. Today, I wanted to address a special request from one of the members of our community. And a lot of you may relate to this one. I know that I certainly did. And it's a topic that sometimes is not openly discussed for many reasons, but among them, embarrassment, shame, and guilt. But before we start, if you'd like to make a special request too, or if you'd like to ask any questions that you want us to address, you can follow the link below. And the link is also on my Instagram profile link. And I'm going to be fulfilling requests and answering all your questions within the community. So make sure to sign up to receive the weekly email and join us. So back to the request. One of our fellow members submitted and asked for help in opening up to abundance, specifically in regards to money. So the request says, finances and money energy are a current stress factor and have historically been challenging for me. So anything that opens me up in that way is very helpful. My friend, you are not alone. I am not an expert, but I know this is something that has been a challenge for me, and I know it is a challenge for many as well. And so how do we shift our energy around money and open up to an abundance of money? And I'm going to share with you today 3 steps to do this through mindfulness. But first, how we perceive money and our energy around it comes from our thought patterns and our beliefs. And our beliefs are shaped by either experiences in our life or our perceptions of any given situation. And a lot of our beliefs around money are also inherited from our family members or things that we observed when we were at a very young age, when we were just trying to make sense of the world. So when we hold a belief, we start to find evidence around that belief and further ingrain it. And our beliefs are not the absolute truth. They are not set in stone. And if we have a belief that we feel that doesn't really serve us, or maybe it hinders us, maybe it limits us, maybe it blocks us from what it is that we truly desire, we can challenge that belief and study it deeply and kind of bring the magnifying glass onto it and reflect upon it so that we can release it. And when we release it, we can choose a new belief, one that actually serves us, to replace it. And our beliefs, and a reason why this is important is because our beliefs drive our behaviors and then ultimately shape our reality. And our minds are truly amazing, and we have that capability to rewire our minds and our thought patterns. So today, with these 3 steps to open up, to shift your energy around money and to open up to an abundance of money, we're going to do these 3 steps through mindfulness. And you can certainly just listen in, but I highly recommend doing this reflection and actually writing things down. So if you have your journal and pen handy, or maybe just a piece of paper, or you can just open up a fresh document on your computer, either way is fine, but I highly recommend writing things down. So first, we need to determine where our relationship with money stands, right? Through self-reflection, we can become aware. And this is why I highly recommend writing it, because journaling is just such a powerful tool to process all the mumbo jumbo that's in our heads. And it helps us to identify thought patterns and beliefs and just become aware of our internal world. And it helps us understand ourselves better. And just remember that the more you look within, the more the world around you shifts for the better. So journaling is an amazing practice. And so feel free at any moment during this video to press pause as we reflect on this together. So what comes to mind when you hear the word money? Just the first thoughts that come to mind, write them down. And then, how do you feel when you think of money? What feelings pop up when you think of money? Like, how does money make you feel? Sit down with it, feel it in your body, and positive or negative, just write it down, whatever comes up. And then ask yourself, why do you feel this way? And what are your beliefs around money? Write everything that comes to mind, make a list. And then ask yourself, where did these beliefs come from? So a lot of times we adopt beliefs from our parents, from the people closest to us, especially at a very young age. And then maybe also through our life experiences, things that have happened to us, or maybe that we just observed. And then sometimes understanding where a belief comes from, it just helps us see that it's just not, that it's just one way of looking at things, and it not necessarily is the absolute truth, right? So when you can identify where your beliefs from, you can begin to shift them the way towards what you more want. So can you identify where your beliefs came from? Go ahead and write it down. And then ask yourself, are these beliefs the absolute truth? Are these beliefs true? And so the next step is to align with what you want and decide. So once you have your list of your thoughts and beliefs around money, take a look at it and decide which beliefs would you like to keep and what beliefs would you like to release. And the beliefs that you want to release, they're the ones that you feel they hold you back or they limit you and that they just ultimately don't serve you. And I know sometimes we can have uncomfortable feelings around this of like shame or unworthiness and guilt. So just be very kind and gentle to yourself. Even forgive yourself for having maybe any thoughts that you think you shouldn't have or don't want to have. And if you'd like journaling about this, you can begin the prompt with I forgive and release, and then free write all these thoughts that come up. And when you write down the beliefs and thoughts around money that you'd like to release, or once you identify them, now we can align and choose, right? Now we have once we've released them, we have the open space to invite what we want in. So what new beliefs would you like to cultivate instead? Go ahead and write them down. What beliefs, think about what beliefs will support you in achieving what you most want. What beliefs are going to support you in the vision that you have for your life. And once you're done writing them down, can you find evidence of these beliefs somewhere in your surroundings, either somebody else, or even better evidence if you find some of evidence within your own life as well. And then next, think about how are you going to cultivate these new beliefs, right? Because we can say okay, I want to have this belief, but if we do nothing about it, nothing's going to change, right? Lasting change really requires attention, intention, and action, and sometimes consistent action until the shift actually happens. And through mindfulness, I believe that we can become fully present and become aware and decide for ourselves how we want to proceed. So the step one was awareness, becoming aware, reflecting, and understanding where we stand with money. Step two is to align. So releasing all the limiting beliefs, forgiving them, forgiving yourself, and then choosing the belief that you want to cultivate instead and replace those old beliefs. And these beliefs are the ones that you feel actually serve you and move you forward in the direction that you most want. And they are, aligned with the vision that you have for your life and what you want. And then step three is to take action. And that's where, how are you going to cultivate these new beliefs into your life? Because the more you practice it and the more you bring your energy and your attention to it, the more they will stick. And how you perceive money, your beliefs, and your energy around money, it does make a huge difference. So when you shift into abundance mindset, anything is possible. And the shift is not necessarily easy, but if it is important to you, and I know you will commit and make it happen, make that shift happen. And realize that little steps go a long way, right? It's the little steps put together that make a big difference. So don't get discouraged if at the beginning, when you first start, you feel like all those limiting beliefs keep coming back. Just continue to do the work and like work on them to release them and replace them with what you want. And then slowly you start to move in the direction that you most want. And I'm going to be sharing more about abundance mindset and how to shift into an abundance mindset. And abundance really in like all areas of our life. So not just in regards to money, but also, money and wealth, but also our health, in regards to love and relationship, any area of our life. How to cultivate this abundance mindset. So definitely stay tuned for that one that's coming up. And I love, love, love hearing from you. So please comment below if there's any takeaways from this, or maybe even share your own insights about money energy or any shifts that you have done yourself, any exercises, and how you have opened up to an abundance of money, because I really believe that we can all learn so much from each other. And your sharing is gonna help me and everybody else that watches this. So from all of us, thank you. And don't forget that if you have a special request, you can, or question, you can submit it in the link below or the link in my Instagram profile. And I'm going to be fulfilling all the requests and answering all the questions within the community. So make sure that you sign up for the weekly newsletter and join us. You're going to receive feel good yoga, meditations, mindfulness practices, and conscious living resources to live your best life. And I'm so happy to be sharing this journey with you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for commenting and sharing your insights. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, because when you subscribe, you help to support free yoga and conscious living resources for everybody that needs them. So a heartfelt thank you from all of us. And if you find this video helpful and know somebody that could benefit from it, please share it. And thanks again. See you next time.